Beste mensen, we zijn terug en wij gaan onderweg naar Mimir Road. Waar vermoedelijk de saffron plants zijn. Oh, is.
This is Mimir Road.
Wat is dat voor apparaat?
Een soort van robotloopding.
Een robotloopding. Dit zijn saffron plants, die zijn rood.
Not sure what those are. Doesn't look like tomatoes at least.
Nee, dat is saffron. Kijk, dat kunnen we waarschijnlijk vinden. Wat was dat? Die bootprint, daar stond het in, hè?
Ja.
Kijk.
Ja, lekker. Daar is hij vandaan gekomen dus.
Ja.
The bootprints lead up this set of stairs.
Ja?
I should head up and have a look.
Lekker hoor.
Zeker.
En we hebben dan die Karl's bio. Is dat nog ergens te vinden? Nee.
Nee.
Of Maya's bio? Nee. Nee, we moeten dus gewoon daar naar boven. Of de smartscan gebruiken op die plant. Nee, dat kunnen we kijken wat voor planten het zijn. Nee, we moeten daar gewoon naar boven.
Ja.
Dat is het voor nu. Er staan hier nog bordjes bij de robots.
Replica of prospecting, surveying and defense robot. Courtesy of Nordson Museum. Replica of multi-purpose cultivation robot. Courtesy of Nordson Museum.
Apartment hallway.
Misschien is dat waar die chickie woont.
This floor sure looks squeaky clean.
En dit zijn die laarzen van die man.
Ja, maar die had toch een chickie die wij moeten identificeren op die foto?
Ja, ja. Ik denk de derde toch?
Ik denk het ook, ja. Wel praktisch als ze dat niet...
In this case, yes. Official police matter. Don't clean this hallway until further notice.
You don't want me to clean. That's a first, but sure.
Nou, hij luistert goed. Laten we eens met hem gaan praten, de gender.
Excuse me.
Tel
Yeah.
ons.
I'm Special Agent England, here to investigate the recent murders. I need to ask you a few questions.
Okay, I'm Sven, the caretaker of this apartment block here.
Sven.
What can I
Ah,
help you
Sven.
with?
Do you know anything about the
Hij is
recent
chill.
murder of a man named Karl?
Nope. As far as I know, no Karl lives here.
What about frequent visitors?
Maybe. Haven't heard the name Karl, but then again, I don't socialize with the tenants. It might recognize the man if I saw him.
Ja, we hebben die foto.
Foto.
Do you know anything
We
about...
gaan eerst even de tekst af en daarna de items.
Nothing but common knowledge. I haven't been in that part of town for a while. A shame what happened to Maya, though. She always seemed like a harmless lady to me. Can't imagine who'd want to kill her.
I don't think that's relevant to him.
De Conduit, dat was die soort van bijbel, hè?
Ja.
Do you know a certain Karl Oscarson?
Nope, doesn't ring a bell.
I'm looking for a young woman from around here. She's connected to Karl, the man who was murdered today.
I have no idea who Karl was, so I'm not sure what you want from me.
Well, are there any young women in this building?
I'm looking at one.
Ha ha.
Oh ja, ja, leuk.
Obviously.
Wijsneus.
Probably living alone.
I've seen maybe 3 or 4 young women in this building lately, but I work in 16 buildings. Kinda hard to keep track.
Fair enough. Do you know which apartments they live in?
Not a clue. I usually just see them pass me by when I'm working and they
Maar hij is
treat me as part of the
de
furniture.
baas van het hele gebouw en hij weet niet wie hier woont.
What's your opinion on commissary?
Hij zegt ook dat hij in
He's
meerdere
all right.
gebouwen
A
komt.
diplomat, I've heard.
Ja.
Believes in dialogue.
Do you know anything about Councilwoman Ruth?
She doesn't mince her words, that one. Some people take an issue with that, but I think it's refreshing. I heard she used to be a Central Bureau agent. Apparently she got her position here as some kind of retirement package.
Nou, hij weet wel veel, die man.
What can you tell
Yeah.
me about Maya Strand?
We were acquaintances. I'd been helping her with repairs in the museum every now and then.
Okay.
Hij is wel een
When was the
manetje
last
van
time you saw
alles.
her?
A few
Yeah.
weeks ago. I
Veel
was
tijd
supposed to
nog.
fix a showcase for her. Odd thing, though.
Yeah.
I saw her enter the museum from afar, but when I followed her inside, I couldn't find her. So I left the building, and then she came out the same way I did, acting all surprised.
Ah, er is een geheime ruimte in het museum.
Ja.
Strange. Do you know Dr. Pearson?
Yeah, everybody knows Doc Pearson. Kind of bookish, but I like his sense of humor.
Bookish.
Dark, twisted, my cup of tea.
Oké, items.
What do you make of this?
Looks like a reminder of some kind, but I can't make sense of it.
I don't want to share that with him.
Oh ja, dat was het boek.
I don't need to know his opinion on
Die
it.
foto. Dit is Karl.
Ja.
Do you recognize this young couple?
Oh, right, that fella.
You know him.
Yeah, I remember him. Most people just ignore me, but he always says hi. Nice guy.
How often would you say he was here?
At least on a weekly basis, but I work in many other buildings too, so it's hard to say.
Got it. What can you tell me about him?
Just this one thing. He came up to me and asked about the electricity in apartment 113.
Ah,
He wondered if it
dat
was
is toevallig ook de eerste deur.
Odd. Did he say what for?
No. I told him to take it up with the residential office. There are strict quotas. He said he would bring it up with the tenant, a friend of his.
Okay. Do you know anything about the tenant?
Nope. Discreet, whoever it is. No idea who lives there.
Understood. Where can I
Misschien
find apartment
Kiki.
113?
Right, je staat ernaast,
It's on
jongen.
this floor, just around the corner.
All right. Thanks. What do you think of this?
Looks intentionally vague, like they didn't want the wrong person to accidentally read it.
Yeah, that's my guess too. Any idea of what it means?
Not really, sorry.
Nou, die man is heel relaxed.
Thanks.
We gaan op onderzoek uit.
Alrighty.
Ja.
En we moeten dus hier kamer 113, daar moeten we in zien te komen.
Nothing. Guess no one's home. Locked.
Nou, we gaan naar die dude.
Maak open.
Hey, Sven.
Yeah?
I need to get inside apartment 113. Can you help?
Sure, you can borrow this master key.
Hey,
Don't leave with it though, I'll need it later.
Okay, thanks.
lekker hoor.
Lekker. Hij is wel behulpzaam, deze
Ja, die man heeft ons nog nooit eerder gezien, die geeft ons gewoon de
Ja,
sleutel.
hier is het.
You can get back to work.
Alrighty.
It's the
naar
master key
binnen.
I was given to access the apartment at Mimir Road.
Zijn hier voetafdruksels te zien? Ja, dit was allemaal schoongemaakt, hè?
Mhm.
Nee, dus we zien hier niks. Nee. Nou, sleutel in de deur.
Huh.
Ja. Goeie ingeving.
Hè? Ik heb kennelijk iets ingedrukt. Oké, nou wat stond er op dat briefje?
This was used as a bookmark in the book I found in Maya's safe. It reads, Consul PW. Think new, Katerina.
Oké.
Hi, Doofus.
Nou, ben...
You're registered now.
Dus
Go
3
try it
cijfers
out.
dus.
Remember how you totally flipped the day I first came to Nordsund? Kisses.
Code van 3 cijfers hebben we nodig.
Maar wat hebben we dan aan die master key dan? Je maakt het open en dan kun je niks. Lekker handig.
Hi, Doofus. You're registered now. Go try it out. Remember
The
how
day
you
I first came to Nordsund, is dat belangrijk? Of
This
dit
was
ding?
used as a bookmark. It reads,
Console
PW.
password.
Think new.
Think
Katerina.
new Katerina. Ah, kut. Ik wou een nieuw doen op mijn ouderwetse toetsenbord. Oké, maar we hebben dus niet de code. En deze deur,
No,
kunnen we
wait.
daarin?
It's not the right
Nee.
door.
Think new, Katerina. Think new. Misschien is de code wel... Oh, ik wou zeggen 000, maar dat is geen ding.
Nee.
Think new. Er zit ook een vingerafdrukscanner op. Ik dacht misschien kunnen we DNA vinden van... Is het ook niet.
Hey, Sven.
Sven, we hebben je gekut aan.
Yeah?
Hey, I used the master key and some kind of electronic code lock on the side lit up.
That's weird. Those pre-collapse gizmos are supposed to be disconnected. Surprised they even work.
Wait, so the
Pre-collapse
occupant
gizmo.
turned it on without telling you?
I guess so, yeah. They must have some technical expertise. I don't even know how those things work myself.
Can't you force it open? Disconnect it, use an override code or something?
No way. Those things go way over my head. I'd say your best bet is cracking the code.
Ja.
Ja,
Thanks.
think
You can
new.
get back to work.
Alrighty.
Katarina. Think new, Katarina. Kamernummer? Nee. Nee, we moeten dat ergens vandaan halen.
This was used as a book. It reads, Console PW.
Think new, Katarina. Maar dit kwam uit Maya's safe, waar de sleutel van die dude in zat.
Ja.
Think new, Katarina. We moeten even verder op onderzoek uit, denk ik. Oh,
Right,
sorry.
sorry.
Kun je de sleutel straks alweer bietsen, denk ik, als die nodig is.
Alright, good.
Oké, doei.
Think new, Katarina. Want hier is ook nog een doorway en hier ook.
Ja.
Klei. Kunnen we daar wat mee?
Alright, got some clay.
Nou,
Dat gaan we
mooi.
blijkbaar nodig.
Nee. To North Town.
More runes. Seems to be a common thing in Nordsund. That's
Oh.
not the right entrance.
Nee, to
I
North
don't
Town.
think I need to go further north right now.
Oké.
I don't see how those...
Crops. Molding resin.
Oh ja, waar hadden we het ook weer voor gehad?
Let op.
Hey, Sven.
Yeah?
Ik wil sleutel.
Hey, I used the
Hij heeft het
master
niet
key.
nodig.
That's weird, though.
Wait, so
I guess...
can't you...
Ik dacht dat we kunnen met die mold die sleutel maken voor als hij er straks niet meer is.
Maar die shit hebben we niet meer nodig.
Ah, ik dacht misschien hebben we later nog nodig.
Ah.
Oké. Ja. Laten we eens in de school gaan kijken.
I don't have any business in the school.
Oh.
Die man zei nog wel dat er in de museum nog een geheime ingang was.
Ja. Klopt. Moeten we terug.
Oh ja, het museum was naar links, hè? Hé, hier zijn we nog niet
Nee.
geweest.
Een dude.
Hier zijn we nog niet
Je
geweest.
hebt wel een code hier op het steegje van 3 cijfers.
BCN 523. Ik kan daar niet naar kijken.
A need, a guilty pleasure, something frightening.
Excuse me?
Humor me. I need some inspiration for my poem.
Hij is een dichter.
Oh, I get it. What was it again?
A need, a guilty pleasure, something frightening.
Ja,
Wat ja.
laatst.
Trust, eavesdropping, loneliness.
Thank you.
So, you have a poem for me now?
I'll need some time. Come find me later.
Oké.
Oké.
An anatomically correct gentleman.
Mhm.
Nice, soothing sounds.
Een robotshop.
Robotshop.
Howdy, Pilgrim, and welcome to
Pilgrim.
Walter's Bot Emporium. Novelty bionics, pet androids, robotic companions,
Pet android.
we've got them all.
Cool.
Hi there. I'm Special Agent Vera Anglin.
Ooh, here to solve the murders, right? What? Did Pop spill some oil when he lubed my joints this morning? I told you to keep my chassis clean in case of chicks.
For crying out loud, Nissa, just let the police lady ask her questions.
Oh, great. A ventriloquist.
Ja, leuk. Buikspreken.
Oh no, she's on to us. Fine, you caught me. The man with the blue hat is just a puppet that I'm cunningly controlling with this set of
The man with the blue hat.
That's a gosh darn lie. I'm fully steam powered.
Oké. Laten we beleefd blijven en de eerste doen.
Ja.
Okay, got the silliness now.
Okay. Just keep in mind that all of these are just harmless automatons. There's no real CPUs or nothing around here.
I'm not here to report illicit technology. I just have some questions regarding the murders.
All right, then shoot. Ask away.
Nou, daar gaan we. Gewoon weer vooraan beginnen, hè.
Do you know about the murder of Karl Oscarson?
Oh, yeah, poor Karl. He was a friendly guy. Came here buying spare parts every now and then.
Spare parts? Like what?
All sorts. Filters, tubes, nuts and bolts.
En daarom wou hij natuurlijk meer stroom in dat gebouw.
Ja.
Any idea of what the parts were for?
Couldn't say, but I'm pretty sure whatever it was, it had fluid in it. Maybe a water filtering system, a pump, something like that.
All those parts laying around, but do I ever get a working left arm, Pops? No, you'd rather let some carpenter assemble a goddamn aquarium.
I
Not a
could
month.
replace Mr. Limpy with a water gun if you prefer.
Man, soon you'll even let the kids paint a clown face on me again.
Mr.
With a water
Limpy.
gun for an arm, at least you could spray yourself clean afterwards.
So I take it you have no idea who killed Karl?
None whatsoever. Wrong place, wrong time, maybe. He didn't seem like the type of guy to make enemies, anyhow.
What do you know about the murder at the museum? Maya Strand.
I don't know anything about the attack, but I worked with her from time to time. Some of my handiwork can be seen in her exhibitions.
Ah, they got some robots in there.
Yeah, I assembled them from parts I found in the junkyard. Or the bot cemetery, as I like to call it. Sometimes I feel more like an archaeologist than a mechanic.
Got it. So,
Yeah,
do you have
yeah.
any idea who killed Maya?
Ooh, I got a theory.
No, Nissa, it wasn't the big war robot in the main exhibition.
Why not? That thing is huge. It could easily rip people to pieces, or buildings for that matter.
I know because I built it, Nissa. It's
Nissa.
totally harmless.
Yes,
I don't buy it, Pops. It's got red eyes. That's a telltale sign of a bot turned evil.
What I wanted to say was that Maya could be a little odd, but I have no reason to believe anyone would want to kill her.
Pops calling others odd. Now that's a joke that requires no punchline.
Walter, try to focus on the subject matter, please.
Hmm.
What do you think of the conduit?
Lunatics, plain and simple.
I'm surprised to hear you say that, given what you do for a living.
Sure, I may seem
Want
like
de
the
conduit,
guy who
dat was een soort van bijbel voor mensen die vinden dat we meer robots moeten hebben in de wereld.
Ja.
I'm not really a robot. We just pretend I am.
That's right, my lad. My family was almost wiped out in the collapse. I wouldn't betray their memory by supporting those nut jobs.
Do you know anything about electronic door locks?
Why do you ask? If anything happened, that wasn't me.
Aha.
Subtle, Pops.
Hmm.
Don't read too much into
Hij
it.
weet dingen.
People have a tendency to accuse him of things.
Relax, I just need to get a door open. I was wondering if you had any ideas.
Mayhaps. What kind of lock is it?
It has
Mayhaps.
one of those keypad things, and I think the code has 3 digits.
Can't you just push the buttons 999 times?
She's a human, Nissa. That sort of activity is not as stimulating for her as it would be for you.
Ooh, you know what I'm thinking?
No way. you'll ruin something, or worse.
Please, Pops, I could be your sidekick. He and I could solve mysteries together.
Een goede
Walter,
voice
sometimes you
actor.
take this ventriloquism skit a bit too far.
Pops could break my arm. My good arm, that is. Unlike Mr. Limpy here on my left.
Let's not get into that, Nissa.
To push those buttons super fast and brute force the code.
I think I'll take my chances by myself. Thanks.
Oh well, can't win them all.
Daar schieten we dus niks meer op.
Do you know who lives at 113 Mimir Road?
Nope. No idea.
Oké.
What's your opinion on Anderson, the police commissary?
Seems like a reasonable man to me. But then again, I tend not to be involved in, you know, crime.
Goed idee.
Yeah, right.
Hush, boy.
What's your opinion on Stina Ruth, the councilwoman?
A politician? Me and those kinds of people run in quite different circles, to say the
Those
least.
kinds of people.
What do you think of Dr. Pearson?
Quirky guy, but he means well. Sometimes he asks me to come over and help with the kids.
Oh yeah? Help how?
Usually by playing doctor and patient with Nissa. It helps calm down the little ones.
Ah, that's clever. So, what can you tell me about yourself?
Me? Oh, well, what you see is what you get.
A crazy old fart with chronic cough breath.
Oh, quiet, you little rascal. What I am is a tinkerer, a craftsman,
Een vader.
father of machines.
Gekke
I
man.
cherish building them. I adore putting them on display. And I especially love talking to them.
I've noticed.
Hij is blij.
So how long have you been building robots?
Oh, ever since I was a boy. I grew up over at the junkyard. The place was cramped with old discarded robots. I didn't have many friends, you see. So, I decided to befriend these machines instead.
Goed idee.
I don't want to share that with him. What do you make of this?
No clue. But I gotta use doofus more often. Such a funny word.
What do you make of this?
No idea. But isn't that Maya Strand's handwriting?
It
Yeah.
is, yeah.
Oh, that lady sure liked puzzles. If I
Ja,
were you,
dat hadden wij ook al
I'd
bedacht.
hidden meaning in it.
Do you know anything about this book?
Wow, a conduit book. That's crazy.
Maar er zit dus een hidden meaning
Yep.
in het
Terrorist
briefje.
propaganda.
Ja.
Ever seen anything like it?
New Katarina.
I love my robots. Don't get me wrong, but those people are quite unhinged. Wouldn't go near them.
Maybe you already have. The Nordson cell has been hiding in plain sight.
Creepy. You better go catch them fast then.
Nou, hier hebben we verder dus niks aan.
I'm off. See you later.
Take care.
Bye-bye, police lady.
Crab
What
robot.
did people use the crab for?
Once upon a time, this was the most popular kitchen model. This fella could take care of any food-related task. Except the handling of shellfish, obviously. Even robots have moral standards.
Ja, ja.
What does this little guy do?
Clean, like a mean machine.
He doesn't look very mean.
Looks can be deceiving. He's nothing but vicious towards stains, dust, and all of their ilk.
Handig.
Cute little robot. What does that tube-looking robot do?
That's no robot. It's just my teapot.
Not everything with lights on is a robot, you know. Gee, some people.
What's up with the head?
What do you mean? You think it's too big?
The robot head on the table, that is.
Oh, yeah, it keeps coming off. I'll fix it eventually.
Is the big guy in the back your mascot or something?
You mean Ufa?
Nou, we lijken hier verder
More
niks te
of
vinden.
a concierge. He's sophisticated like that.
Maar we hebben wel het bestaan van deze man geleerd. Dat gaat mogelijk nog wel...
Ja, en we hebben dus geleerd dat Karl elektrische onderdelen kocht. Misschien is hij ondertussen ons ding klaar. Nee.
Ja.
Nice spot there next to the wind chimes, but I don't feel like sitting down.
Hier is nog een deur waar we nog in
Looks
kunnen.
like an apartment building.
Nee.
I don't have any reason to go up there.
Dus dit briefje moeten we ontcijferen.
This was used as a
Yeah.
it reads
Console
PW,
password. Think new.
Katerina.
Katerina. Think new. Katerina. Misschien kan die man ons helpen. Hé, hier zit een receptionist ineens.
Ja, dat is nieuw.
Hello again, Constable.
Hello, Agent.
Oh, het is die
Sorry,
dude
Ja,
in
dat
het
is die
riool.
gozer.
Name before.
Ja.
It's Gabriel Adamson, ma'am.
All right
Gabriel
then. I had
Adams.
some questions, Gabriel.
Sure. I should also let you know that Karl's body is
Kijk,
and our coroner is waiting for you in the morgue.
kijk, we kunnen daar dus ook op
I'll go
onderzoek
and have a
gaan.
look shortly.
Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
Ja, laten we ook al die vragen weer
I'm
stellen.
trying to find the tenant of apartment 113 at Mimir Road. Can you help?
There are address records in the commissary's office.
Kijk,
I'd suggest that you look there.
Okay, thanks.
kijk, zo komen we ergens achter, hè?
What do you think of Commissary Anderson?
I have opinions about how he does things, but I keep those to
Hij heeft
myself.
meningen.
I respect the chain of command.
What do you think of Stina Ruth, the councilwoman?
The commissary is the only one at the station who has any regular contact with her. But my impression of her is good. She seems like a straight-up woman. Speaks her mind.
Did you know Maya Strand?
Not really. I knew of her, sure. Most people in Nordson do, because of her importance to the museum. I hardly ever even saw her around, though. From what I hear, she was a bit of a recluse.
What's your opinion
Okay.
on Dr. Pearson?
Do you mean professionally or personally?
Allebei.
Is there a difference?
I think he's a great doctor and coroner.
But
Between you and me,
Hij is een
he
beetje gek.
kind of rubs me the wrong way. All that fancy talk and those morbid jokes. It's almost like the recent deaths have cheered him up. But
Dat is
as
wel
I
gek.
said, he does
Anders
his
moet je dat
job
werk
well.
denk ik niet gaan doen.
I understand. Thanks. What do you think of Walter, the robot guy?
Oh, he's great.
Robot
My little brother
guy.
loves him to death.
Yeah? He's popular with the kids?
You have no idea. He's quite the entertainer with that little robot of his.
What can you tell me about yourself?
Not much to tell. I grew up here in Nordson, and all my family is here. The commissary is my uncle. He's always been the one who encouraged me to become a policeman.
So, how long have you been a cop?
8 years now.
Wow, 8? Must have started young.
Yep, started as a trainee at age 16.
I see.
Jonge gast.
What do you know about the murder in the museum?
I was first at the scene. Poor woman. Looked like she had regained consciousness after some time and tried to crawl to the door.
Sounds horrific. I don't envy her. What do you know about the conduit?
It's some fringe religious group, isn't it?
Yeah, terrorist classified.
Right.
Gezellig.
Are they tied to the case?
Sort of, but I'm still trying to figure out the details.
Understood. I'll let you know if I come across anything related to them.
Nou, dankjewel.
I've got a locked door that I need to get through. Is there a locksmith around?
We have a guy for that sort of thing, but I
A
think he's out
guy.
of town.
Alright, that's too bad.
Nou, kan hij nog wat
What do you
vertellen
make
over die
of this?
briefjes?
Some kind of reminder for a password?
Ah,
Yeah, that's my theory too. I found this in Karl's coat. What do you make of it?
Not sure. But it's a bit strange that the person who wrote this couldn't just tell him face to face.
Maybe they didn't want to risk being seen together. Or the note's author needed to leave in a hurry.
Yeah, could be.
Do you know who the woman in this photo is?
Too hard to tell. Sorry.
Oké, nou, mooi.
Alright?
We hebben niet de hartslagscanner aangezet tijdens dit gesprek.
nee, klopt.
We gaan in de office de adresdingen bekijken. Wie er woont op dat adres. 113 Mimir Road.
Maar was ik vergeten dat het een optie was?
Katerina Berg. Born February 2nd,
Katerina.
56 AR. Immigrated to
Here.
Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR. Which means she's been in Nordson for 2 years.
Heb je geschreven?
Nee, niet snel genoeg. Ik moet hier opnieuw naar kijken.
I copied the information onto a loose page from my notebook.
Lekker.
I don't see how that can be looked up.
Hè?
I don't think I need to look him up. I don't think I need to look him
Oké.
up. I don't think I... Katarina Berg, born February 2nd, 56 AR. Immigrated to Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR, which means she's been in Nordson for 2 years.
Ja, misschien hebben we daar wel wat aan. Think new. Misschien geboortedatum. We hebben wel wat dingen die we kunnen proberen.
Ja.
Wat was hier mee?
Born February 2nd,
Immigrated to
56
Nordson, May 13, 80 AR.
Zou het ook nog 518 kunnen zijn? Of 185 bedoel ik. Nee,
Ja.
518 is het dan.
518.
Ja, als in dat ze er dus komen wonen.
Dat is 8 dan.
Oh, laat maar. Ik dan...
May 13, is toch 513 dan?
Ja. Brain fart.
Ja, 10, 5.
Nee.
February 2. 2, 2. Nee, dat lijkt me ook niet handig. 56 AR.
Katarina Berg, born February 2nd, 56 AR. Immigrated to Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR, which means she's been in Nordson for 2 years.
Oké. February 2. Think new
This
stond
was
erop,
used
hè?
as a bookmark. It reads, console
Kun je die met
PW,
elkaar?
think new. Yeah, it's probably likely that we're dealing with the same Katarina in both of these cases.
Ja, oké.
Ja.
Katarina Berg, born February 2nd, 56 AR. Immigrated to Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR, which means she's been in Nordson for 2 years.
Kun je daaruit afleiden hoe oud ze is? Ja, aan de andere kant heb je geen 3 getallen.
Nee, maar ze leeft nog.
Ja,
Ze is geboren in... Oh, hoe oud ze is.
snap je?
Maar dan is ze dus 34 jaar geleden geboren.
Born February 2nd, 56 AR.
Nee, toen ze 34 was, 24 is ze verhuisd. En dat is nu 2 jaar geleden, dus dan is ze nu 26.
Ja.
Maar wat hebben we daaraan?
Niks.
Think new. Dat is niet wat ik in wil drukken. Ik kan maar 3 getallen indrukken. February 2, May
Katarina
13.
Berg, born February 2nd, 56 AR.
Think new.
Immigrated to Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR, which means she's been in Nordson for 2 years.
Think new. Hoezo think new? Geboorte is nieuw, maar 2 februari kunnen we niks mee. Want ik heb ook geen
Nee, maar
0.
goed. Verhuizen is ook nieuw, als in dat is het moment dat je ergens opnieuw begint. Maar
Ja.
ook daar kun je niet iets met 3 getallen.
Nee. En ik heb ook niet de 0 van die 80 AR.
Ja.
Ze is verhuisd toen ze 24 was, zei ik. In mei. Nee.
Katarina Berg, born February 2nd, 56
Think
AR.
new.
Immigrated to Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR, which means she's been in Nordson for 2 years.
Nee.
Hey, Sven.
Misschien kan hij iets over het briefje vertellen.
Yeah.
Ja. Je weet.
Do you know who Katarina Berg is?
Sounds familiar. That could be someone who lives here, but I'm not sure.
No, this note is just a reminder to myself. I don't need to show it to anyone.
Ja,
Thanks. You can get back to work.
Alrighty.
think new.
Katarina Berg. Born February 2nd, 56 AR. Immigrated to Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR, which means she's been in Nordson for 2 years.
Think new. Nou, misschien kunnen we in de morgue nog wat vinden. Want Karl was daar nu ook opgebaard.
Klopt.
Kijk.
Ja.
I had some more things to ask.
Shoot.
Do you know who Katarina Berg is?
I don't recognize that name. Nope.
What's your opinion on Volter, the robot maker?
Oh, he's a bundle of laughs, isn't he? Sometimes he helps me out at the clinic when I need to calm down an anxious child. Nissa, his little robot, is an amazing tool. First, the child helps me treat Nissa, and afterwards, I treat the child. Seeing the whole process in a safe and playful space makes them much more at ease.
What do you think of Gabriel?
Your average policeman. I have no strong opinion about him one way or the other.
Okay.
So there's this locked door that I'm trying to get through.
Unless this door needs medical attention, I'd suggest asking someone else.
Ja.
What are your conclusions about Karl's murder?
Just like the previous case, the cause of death is blood loss due to sharp force trauma to the upper body. The murder weapon looks similar to the one used on the previous victim. The victim has a bruised chest, likely from the impact of a hard fall to the floor. And this makes me believe that Karl was attacked from the front and fell to the ground, twisting as he fell. The killer then continued this brutal onslaught from behind to finish the job. Contrary to the previous case, I couldn't find any defense wounds on the victim. The killer would have to be both strong and fast to overpower Karl like that before he could react and call for help. It's certainly not impossible, but I think it's unlikely that a woman could pull that off without considerable training. This leads me to believe that the person we are looking for is likely an adult male in good
dat is
condition.
relevant.
The time of death was sometime late last night, around 10 to 12 hours ago.
All right. Now that you've seen both bodies, do you have a theory?
I think it's very likely that a single perpetrator is responsible for both killings. The MO is the same, and the murder weapons share close similarities. Both murders were premeditated. The killer came well prepared with the clear goal of killing each victim. The lack of struggle during the second attack could be an indication that the murderer learned from their mistakes during the first assault.
Okay. Thanks for your input.
Think nothing of it. Happy to help.
Oké.
What are your conclusions?
Dit is niet wat ik wilde aanklikken.
All right.
I think it's both.
Okay.
Think not.
What are your conclusions about Maya's murder?
Most obvious first. The cause of death is acute blood loss due to the multiple.
Dat hebben we al gehoord.
Ja.
I already examined the body at the crime scene. Nothing new comes to mind. Not at the moment.
Nou,
Not right now. It's not the right time for that.
kan ik niet meer met hem praten?
Not
Waarom?
now.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't recover any biological traces of the murderer. There's no blood on her that isn't hers, or any traces of skin under her nails.
Zag je dat?
This makes me suspect that the killer likely...
Als wij zeggen hoe gaat het met Maya, dan draait hij zich om en dan krijgen wij een window of time om iets met Karl te doen.
Ah.
That's enough questions.
Maar ik weet niet wat.
Iets met die
I
scalpel.
had some...
Gaan we zelf in een porken.
Misschien.
What are your conclusions?
Most obvious, the murder weapon.
Kijk, hij draait zich weg.
Ja.
Ik ga even vinger. Ja. Zullen we het doen?
Ja, gaan we gewoon doen.
Oh,
Dan hebben we Karl's vinger.
I couldn't
In
recover
een zakje
any
ook.
biological traces of the murderer. This makes me suspect that the killer likely, at the time of death.
Kunnen
That's
wij
enough questions for
misschien
now.
zijn vinger ook gebruiken voor de code? Er staat een vingerafdruk op
A
dat
little
scherm.
piece of Karl I brought with me.
Dus proberen we het. Dus het proberen we het, Marjolein.
We hebben een vinger.
A little piece.
Jammer. Ik vond het een goed idee.
That action doesn't seem productive to me. That action does. A little piece of Karl I brought with me.
Nu hebben we een
Staat
vinger waarvan we niet weten waar het voor is.
Nee. We kunnen ook niet kijken dat hij een bepaalde knop heeft ingedrukt. Nee, we moeten echt die code bedenken.
Katarina Berg. Born February 2nd, 56 AR. Immigrated to Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR. Which means she's been in Nordson for 2 years.
Ja. Daar hebben we dus ook die man ondervraagd. Misschien kunnen we nog iets vinden in haar woning. Want het museum kunnen we nog niet in.
A little piece of Karl I brought with me.
Items on shelf, machine, chair.
It's a sketch of a museum exhibition of some. A trophy in the shape of a robotic arm with a plaque. Looks like various plant samples.
Ja, daar hebben we ook niks aan, hè?
Katarina Berg. A trophy in the shape of a robotic arm with a plaque. Winner of the 2041.
2041? Nee, something
I have
new.
no clue what the. Doesn't appear to have power.
Hier staan geen getallen op ook, hè? Path of the Pilgrim.
Some kind of airtight container.
Something new.
Nice collection of mushrooms. Looks like the edible kind.
Wilde theorie. Het aantal mushrooms in de bakjes. 759.
Maar
759 van links naar rechts. Als je ervoor staat aan de andere kant voor de kijkers, 957. Something new. Mushrooms groeien daar nieuw uit de grond. Jammer. Ik vond het een mooie poging. Something new. Think something new.
I'd say those are saffron crocuses.
Oh, dit zijn saffron crocuses. Something new. De uitvinding van de robot.
Replica of prospecting.
Er staan geen getallen op.
Replica of multi.
Nee. Laten we kijken of we bij de politiebureau er nog iets kunnen vinden. Of hier bij die man op het balkon. Something new. Die man is weg.
Looks a bit over.
Something new. Niet eens something new, gewoon think new. Think new. Dat is mijn eigen quarters.
Looks purely decorative.
Think new. We gaan kijken in de files. Misschien kan de commissaris die vingerafdruk van Karl
I
even
had a
daarheen
few
halen.
questions.
By all means.
I've got a locked door that I need to get through. Is there a locksmith around?
There is, but he's out of town until tomorrow. Can it wait?
Nee.
Not.
Nee.
No, that would be in pretty bad taste. That's
Ja,
all
dat
I
is
need.
waar. We hebben illegaal een vinger genakt.
I don't need to look that. I don't see.
Dit hebben we allemaal al opgezocht.
No need to. I don't.
Nee.
Looks like a logbook. Just lots. I guess Anderson has a colleague.
Ja.
Hier kunnen we dus niks mee. Think new,
Hi,
Katerina.
Doofus. You're registered now. Go try it out. Remember how you totally flipped the day I first came to
Flipped the day I first came to Nordsund.
Oh. Ja, lekker.
Katerina Born February
15-1.
2nd, 56 AR. Immigrated to Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR. Which means she's been in Nordson for 2 years.
Maar 531. Het is 13 mei.
Ja.
Als ik die flip, dan is het 531.
Ja, dat is een andersom
Ja.
geschreven.
Flipped the day. Dit is de ingeving van de dag.
Ja.
Flipped the day. Ja, lekker.
Oh, doe maar even.
Fingerprint scanner.
Schouder. Klop,
A
klop.
little piece
Vinger
of
erop. Mwah!
Ja, lekker hoor. Het is best wel een flink apparaat wat hier staat.
Lijpe kamer, ja, inderdaad.
How on earth did they manage to assemble all of this
Nou.
undetected? This is highly illegal. I'll have to report it as soon as I finish the murder investigation.
We gaan hier een checkpoint van maken.
Computers zijn illegaal? Oké.
Ja, maar de zelfdenkende machines zijn illegaal.
Ja.
We gaan hier een checkpoint van maken. Wij hebben toegang gekregen tot het huis van de mystery woman van Karl. En we gaan kijken wat we hier binnen kunnen vinden.
Ja.
Dus ik zou zeggen, graag tot de volgende keer.
Idee.